Hey everybody, it's Anna. Welcome back to my Fluid Art channel and thank you so much for stopping by. A couple weeks ago I painted this pair of wormhole portals, which turned out so cool. I love them. I used a paint and water mixture and blew it out with a hairdryer, and if you'd like to see that process, check the video description box. There's a link there to the full tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to use a brush to sort of enhance and embellish a painting like this. Because sometimes brush painting on top of a pour seems complicated or intimidating, but it doesn't have to be hard to take a painting from, that's pretty cool, to that's magical. Are you ready? Let's get to it. The first step, once the painting is dry, is to make really clean edges on the white sections. This might be by adding more white paint, or using black paint to make the white part smaller. I'm using my leftover fluid paint for this because it leaves less brush strokes. Make sure you use a nice thick layer of white paint because it does dry somewhat transparent. The next step is to figure out how you want your swirls or other embellishments to look. What I like to do is take a photo of the dried painting and then make a digital sketch on top of it on my iPad. The digital sketch is a really important step for a new design concept because it lets you adjust the size and scale and spacing of your embellishments without ever having to touch the canvas. For my first wormhole painting, I made this digital sketch to help guide my swirls. But when the time came to do this set of portals, I didn't make a new sketch because I already had a finished set of swirls to look at. So I was able to learn from the mistakes that I had made the first time around to be able to get these swirls really centered and balanced. So now, working either from a digital sketch or looking at another example, begin to add in your swirls with white paint. If you make a line in the wrong spot, just erase it with a wet paintbrush and wipe up any residue with a bit of paper towel. I like to start with one of the central swirls to help set the size for the whole thing, and then move to either side. Try to make sure that your swirl lines are more or less mirroring each other's angles, so that all the swirls combined look like one unit. Once you have the line placement where you want it, make your lines really bright white so that you won't have to recoat them more than once. After my first two white lines are dry, I'm beginning to add my silver swirls. Technically this color is Pearlessence, which is more of a metallic white, but it looks silver on top of the dark background. I'm placing the silver swirls in between the white swirls, so I'm trying to get those nicely centered between them, while also adding another silver swirl to continue the pattern. Now I can add another white swirl past the silver swirl, and finally one more silver line to finish it up. With all the swirling lines on the canvas, this is the time to assess the whole portal to see whether the angle of any of the lines needs to be adjusted, either by erasing them with a wet paintbrush or by painting over the line with black and then repainting the line. The next step is to help pull those spiraling lines into this large white area by extending the black up into it. They don't need to be large lines, just a little something to help the swirl fade into the white section. Then I like to add a little pop of color around the portal edge. So I'm using my blue-violet mica mixture and painting just a little bit of accent color. Finally, I'll just dot some more stars onto the background. Unless you're making a specific constellation, you don't have to think too hard about this part. Just add an assortment of larger, medium, and small stars scattered across the space background. I even like to add a few stars to the canvas edges if I'm using a deep profile canvas. And here they are, all finished. I love how a bit of simple brushwork can really make a painting turn magical. Thank you for joining me. Obviously, in this video, I've shown you how to paint a wormhole portal, but you can use this same process to make all sorts of embellishments on your acrylic pours. So I hope this has inspired you to try something new, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye guys!